All right, guys, we are here with the uh, round of four or semifinals, or whatever the heck it is. My team versus Cyclo's team. It was a good match. Let's see here. Actually, a really good match. We almost ended up losing this one, believe it or not. They played pretty well. So you've got top team. You've got Pleiss, Cyclo, and Aloera. Pleiss as Samarion, Cyclo as Jan, and Aloera as Fangdong. Makanas as Jan, Matt is Abel, and this game I went Duran instead of Quakers. Pleiss, as usual, going for that box steal, although doesn't realize that because of his low damage, he won't be able to steal it from Duran unless he gets 2 attacks in. Similar to kind of Bear 9 steal versus Duran or Quakers. Let's see here. Kana's going for his boxes more than farming and splitting. He could have done a better job splitting, although Kanas is very, he's a turtle by nature, so he's very conservative with his hit points. Me, on the other hand, if I die by level 2 and I get my Marines, I'm fine. Very stubborn like that. Kanas could be farming that second box a little bit sooner just to get that level. Good split by Matt so far. Pretty well done there. I've almost got my level here. That Marine just doesn't want to die. I'm going to go for a suicide here. Straight into the arms of the loving turret. No kill for Pleiss. Good split there by Cyclo, getting that Marine up on the ramp. That is the strategy you see a lot high-level games. KRK is really good at that. It's very good at putting those Marines up there. Very frustrating because you're forced into having to move it back. So looks like Fangdong is pushing pretty hard against Jan. Jan not pushing as hard as she could be, but then again, Jan is always a good late game hero. At this point, I usually get a mana card with Duran, but in this case, I've kind of given up and just see if I can get what I can get. Matt, ignoring that Marine up here, just kind of trying to get the respawn from. He does get the respawn just in time from the other ones on the ground. Looks like Makana's got his as well. And does manage last minute to outpush Aloera, which is pretty good. Me, on the other hand, haven't done anything. It's still level 3. Pleiss, though, does get his Marines, so that, that's no fun. Matt's still doing some good pushing on that second Marine wave. Always a good idea, especially versus Jan, who can farm like a piggy. Piggy, pig, pig. Look at that fat Jan. Fat girl in a cookie jar. She gained so much weight with that patch. I don't know what she was doing. Nobody really packing any potions yet. I'm trying to harass Pleiss with that mana card, but I did miss there. Duran mana card is actually very very scary because that C skill does quite a bit of damage with the critical, and if you can land it a few times and they're not expecting it, then that could be a kill right there. So I am pretty underleveled at this point, but nothing Slave Swing can't fix. I love Duran, so much fun. At this point, a pretty quiet game so far. It looks like I do manage to get away there. Plyce was going for the kill, but I know he's going to follow me to that. No, what the heck, I'm indecisive here, so I'm just going to go for a suicide again. The nice thing about Slave Swing is that it really is great for farming as well. So you can get a nice big group of Marines all together. This, I was like really afraid all my Marines are gonna die, but thankfully just in time the ghosts come. But I think Plyce is gonna want to deny all that. And he does. Just too late. All my big Marines just die. Such a waste. I am very underleveled at this point. Samarion was not a fun thing to start against. Let's check into Turtle Corner here. Macanas versus Aloera. See what's going on. Aloera doesn't have his ultimate yet. No speed. Macanas, on the other hand, does have vision. So good job there. Compared to another Jan that we won't mention and another tourney that we will not discuss. I'm trying to get a kill here on Plyce, but it's just Matt is a little bit too late, and so I'm not. And Cyclo's there waiting, so I'm just not gonna bother with that. It's kind of a silly little play right there. Everyone's packing a potion here. Aloera uses his potion. I don't know if he forgot that he didn't have his ultimate skill or what, but definitely bad timing on his part. Although Cyclo does come in right there last minute, looks like, to get that kill. I don't know if Cyclo, yeah, Aloera did get it, looks like. Yeah. Managed to get a kill on Plyce, but Cyclo coming in for that God's Curse. Good thing I managed to escape just in time. Matt throwing down a beam, but a little bit too late there. Makana is showing us his turtle power, getting to level 10 already. Versus Aloera, who still doesn't have his ultimate. Level 9 here. Not sure what build Aloera is going for, but definitely an unconventional idea to not get your ultimate. I goof up there. Those silly ghosts are getting right in my way. Still have my potion though, so I'm going to see what's going on. Aloera and Macanas does sneak in that auto attack. And turtle mode activate. It's a great, great skill because it's such a good slow. and it delays time, which is great, especially with Abel. It works really well with other slows. In this case, we have Shan and Abel. Nice kill there by Turtle King. So far, you know, pretty even. Nothing too exciting going on yet. You know, I'm still underleveled compared to everyone else. Plyce trying to sneak around there with some Samarion action. And I do get the kill. Thankfully, Matt does not jack me, as usual. There we go with my standard 2 frames per second. I don't know why it does this. Every time I cast, there's this little period where it tends to spike through at like 2 frames per second. I first thought that was Makanas. I was like, what are you doing just charging in there? But no, it was Cyclo. Makanas packing those potions in Artemis style with the 2 health potions. Nice kill there. He does sneak in his shield just in time to absorb that damage from God's Curse. And I do sneak a kill on Plyce there. One thing I would do as Samario in that case is always check that middle tower, always check to see if someone's camping right above it. Like I would maybe throw a Broodling thing here. That would really mess with Duran. Otherwise, if Duran can get close to you, you know, game over. Matt getting away there. Sneaky, sneaky. Kana's throwing down an arrow but barely misses Aloera. So at this point, I should have gone in there and thrown a C right across the cliff, but you know, not much you can do with Cyclo there as well. Pretty good map control by Team 1, even though they are starting to fall back a little bit. They are showing pretty good teamwork, or at least efforts at teamwork, which is important. They're not all solo runners. Baited my potion there. That was actually, I don't think I used a potion, but that was just one of those. Tanks are almost coming up. Plyce denies me again. Really not getting where I want to get level-wise in this lane. Tanks are just happening. You know, everyone really kind of making those a priority right now. Makana is getting chased by spiders there, and I don't think he got that tank. Those broodlings really just mess things up. Yeah, I'm just goofing up this game. I don't know what's going on. At least in the early part of it. Yeah, really mad here. Canis does land a curse, but he's blocked. Nice positioning there by that trap. Middle's starting to warm up here with some action, but Cyclo packing those shields on. But although, even with that, getting some good harass. Looks like McConis just killed. Matt does give his position away with that beam. I'm going to try and help him out, but it's just way too close for comfort there. I do manage to deny some Marines, though, which is good. McConis taking this opportunity to kind of push his lane, which is good. Oops. Although he could have been more aggressive with the pushing. Looks like Alora does go down back there, but I know Plyce is waiting there, so I'm just going to push the lane, make him come out. Good beam there by Matt. Perfect timing. Although I'm still pretty underleveled. Aloera likewise, he hasn't been able to really get too far. He doesn't have his ultimate upgraded. Big mistake there, and I definitely would have had a little more speed by now as well. I managed to pick up that kill from Matt, but I am surrounded by spiders. I'd rather just go for the kill than run. Thought I could surprise Cyclo before he died, but Plyce, all the meanwhile, kind of really taking that opportunity to push, does get his bunker down. Yeah, Force Fire would have been a much better, nice trap there by Aloera, but it's not going to really do much. Force Fire would have been a much better choice in this particular game. Samarion is very difficult to start against. Nice kill there by McConis. Pretty well done. Despite our lead up, Team 1 isn't really that far behind. Jan is still pretty good level. Samarion is a good level. And Cyclo does take that. The tank. Yeah, I've made some silly decisions this game so far, as far as slave swinging and stuff. The actual skill, I like using it, but I've used it at some strange times. I do want to get in here. This would have been such a great kill, and again, I make terrible. It's like I'm drunk or something. That would have been such a great double kill. But McConis dies, and Plyce also goes down with that last minute curse. Pushing wise, we're even. You can tell the bunkers are pretty much the same. So Team 1 really not that far behind. They're actually doing a really pretty good job here. Matt trying to harass Cyclo, keeping him busy, but Cyclo is definitely paying attention there to see what's going on. I do manage to get away. McConus comes in just in time. Nice save there by Team 2. I'm still level 14 though, and that makes me very sad. Alouera still doesn't have his Fangdong wall upgraded. Doesn't realize that that is going to be the main element in pushing those bunkers. It does quite a bit of damage on large buildings, so that's something you might want to consider doing. Cyclo does put up his shield there. Beam comes in. They're going to go for a kill. Will they make it? Yes, they will. Hey, that rhymed. They're going to go for a kill. Will they make it? Yes, they will. Ply's following, but Creep just come just in time for McConus to miss his balls and curse. You can see, kind of start coming to the forefront this team element of multiple slows. Beam plus curse is really a good combo. At this point, I'm just going to go back to the base or tower. Safer there. Bugged and cursed there. Nice blink dodge by Matt. Barely getting away with just a little bit of HP. Trying to make my way in there. Get some kills, but Plyce warps out. I don't manage to get anything. I'm just going to run. Cyclo anticipating. I don't know what that force field was there for. I thought he was going to go and try to jump me, but Team 1 really taking advantage of those kills there to kind of start dominating the middle. Cyclo does get cursed. Plyce backing it up. And I use another slow. This is right here was a great example of how the theory of this team or concept of this team lineup is supposed to work. You've got 3 different slows, 2 of them being area effect. So pretty deadly combination in teamwork. That was a nice little play back there. That gave us a really good opportunity to get back on top. Killing that bunker, all 3 of them died as well. It gave us a free push, free lane control. So that was pretty good opportunity. But Team 1 still dangerous. Especially they have good teamwork and they have Shan on their team. So. Nice placement there by Matt, kind of really obstructing that stuff. But Matt does go down. Both Shans die, and it's just me and Alouera, and I am the last one standing. funny. Cyclo. It's alright, you know, we like to troll each other. That's what in-house is about. What would any competitive activity be without trolling? I wish Duran could blink, you know, that just would make him so much more useful. Can you imagine having a hero that can blink and then use upswing? And then good farming as well. That would be interesting. Oh wait, I think there is a hero like that. Good example there of another slow combination. Able plus slave swing. Great little combo there. Aloe Vera, let's see. Oh, he still doesn't have the Fanged Wall upgrade. Maybe if we read the description a little bit, that might help in understanding why it's important to get that. Meanwhile, I am gobbling up the left side. Let's see what's going on here in the middle. Macanas. Gobbling up those little crates. I don't know why Macanas did this. Alright, let's first take a look here. Nice kill on Alora. Macanas does hide in his shell by last minute there. Matt. Caps lock +1. Ugh. I don't even remember what I was going to say. Well, left side's gone at this point. Cyclo, almost, and nice. Actually, nice kill by Cyclo there. Yeah, I totally zoned out on what I was going to say. Oh, yeah, that's right. Makana started this surrender option, like, I don't know, 5 minutes ago into the game. And I almost accepted the surrender option, kind of like as a joke, you know. But then I realized that under the heat of the moment, with everything going on, Matt would maybe also accept, just like, you know, kind of a slip of decision because we're all doing it, you know, whatever. And then we would actually lose. So I was like, okay, wait a minute, what am I doing here? These gate controls, nobody takes these out. I am like the only person who believes in eradicating them immediately. They give a lot of XP, good gas, and they're like a critical component because the enemy heals much slower when they're gone. So Team 1 kind of taking our laps in play as an advantage, and then really making the most of it by taking out those sides. Using Aloe Vera there as bait, and nice kill by Team 1. Macanas dies, and Plyce and Aloe Vera both alive. This is not a good thing. They both get a free push now. Aloe Vera still doesn't have that wall upgrade. Maybe he will learn something after this game. Does like a bajillion damage on the bunkers. It's really good. So Team 1 really coming back now. As you can see, I mean, even though they're still behind in terms of kills, and they had a rough early game, that teamwork is really paying off. At this point, I'm starting to get annoyed because we didn't really expect to lose this, and they actually did really well as a team, and so it kind of caught us off guard because we underestimated them. So good job to them. But at this point, we need to catch up and make sure to secure that win. A lot of action going on here. I get slowed, you get slowed, we all get slowed. Everyone's got a teleport here. Look at that. Everyone has a teleport. Nice kill there by Matt. Aloe Vera probably shouldn't have gone in by himself. Not the best idea. Good choice there by Matt. Kind of just stand there and take a pounding. Good move. I do take care of Plyce. Cyclo running and trying to escape there, but we do manage to take him out last minute there, and I also teleport. So that's always good. I also have a teleport. As you can see here, this is a good example. Plyce is always around, and they always have one other person whenever one of them gets ganked, usually, to support. And that's been kind of a common theme for Team 1, which has really helped secure their momentum into late game. Good force field there by Makanas, but fortunately didn't really do much there. I do take care of Aloe Vera though. At this point, I'm going towards late game. Got 38 armor. Kind of going to try to do the same thing I was doing before with Duran. Just get really high armor and rely on our defensive slowing strategy to just get to late game and become a beast. Trying to figure out where I can enter here. So much going on there. It's kind of a really deadly field to enter, with the balls and towers and spiders and all this stuff. It's just kind of ridiculous. I was so mad at Makanas and Matt. Let's see if Makanas is goofing around. We had a game versus Pac-Man, the other one I casted, the first match. That one was a very hard match. It was a very good game. But just really annoyed at my team. I didn't feel that Makanas was trying his hardest. This is gonna be, right now we need some critical plays to get that pushback. Plyce does a good job of laying those turrets out and really controlling that space. Combined with the balls and spiders and stuff, it's a lot of stuff to keep track of. It really is. I'm just gonna try to throw that slave swing down to help my team slow other people down. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff to keep track of. Your brain is not going to be logging all that information as far as the stuff running around and doing damage to you, and then pretty soon you're dead. So if we lose, I'm a laugh. Yeah, I will laugh too. Maybe after I destroy some stuff in my house. Team 1 really taking a huge offensive step, putting their all in there, but 2 of them die at this point. And you know, we need to push. This is it right here. We need to get that push back, get some repairs going on the final building. Makanas, turtle power there. Good job on that one. I'm just repairing the final building. Trying to get some defense going. This game is still another 8 minutes long. Like, I mean, just to go to show you like the power of good teamwork. And as soon as I say good teamwork, Matt misses his chaos beam. Go, 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 slave swing. No, he gets away. I didn't get him enough. I had to dump 2 potions there, and I still die with like 40 armor. It's just ridiculous. Yeah, we did not expect this at all. They're playing very well. And, you know, that sort of expectation and mental game that goes into it, it's very important. You know, because Kana's holding off his potions. He's very good at that to the last moment. Everyone warps out. Aloe Vera going in solo, not a good idea. That has really disrupted their teamwork. Given us a chance to kind of push. That was a critical moment because if they had stayed together, they probably could have gotten another strong push on our final building. But having been able to pick them off one by one. Aloe Vera is a really important defensive role in their team because he can really control space very well. So if he goes down, it's going to be much easier to crack their team strategy. Whereas, you know, a lot of us, we're not really so much space control as we have slows, like Able and Slave Swing and stuff. So we have good combination of stuff, but we're also, you know, we can all kind of stand alone as far as our hero choices because of the slows. Plyce going in for that push, but he doesn't manage to do very much. He gets instant aggro when he comes in. At this point, I've got 42 armor. Jan at 38. Able, I'm not sure if Matt. Yeah, Matt's going armor as well, 34. So pretty good. At this point, if we all card, you know, we're up in that 50 armor range, 50 and above. So that's really good for tanking late game. Whereas I think Team 1 is going more health. Probably not a good idea for how long this game has gone on. You know, they really could have gotten away with good armor. So that in the long run, it's going to be, you know, it's going to be kind of a detrimental thing to their ability to survive combats together. Kind of saving his shield, but unfortunately the burst does kill him. This is very precarious right now because, you know, they should have gone for a push here. They really could have gone for it. They were delaying too long doing PvP here, but yeah, they really could have gone for a push during that time when Makanas was dead. McConness, he's kind of the key factor in our team because of his slow and his pace control and stuff. Good arrow there by McConness, showing those mini dongs who's boss. Team 1 knows this is it right here. This is the kind of the moment they have to defend, because at this point, we've all got a lot of potions, a lot of armor. This is going to be it right here, these final battles. A lot of good stuff going on. Aloera running around like crazy. Plyce throwing turrets down. Cyclo getting in his shield. McConness getting in his shield. Slow, slow, slow. McConness now coming through here. Doing that push. Getting maxed out in levels. But does die. Very silly. Matt is left on the defending end here, but thankfully a lot of Team 1 also died as well. So that they aren't going to get a free push or anything. Pretty close game. We managed to really... That first push that they made on our building, was pretty scary, because they got halfway through it, so that was a real kind of wake-up call as far as increasing our game and getting our defense back on track and teamwork and stuff. Jan McConness now fully carded. This is it right now, kind of the calm before the storm. I got 48 armor. Lots of potions. McConness is maxed out. Basically going in there. We each have a slow. Plyce goes down. Now Cyclo trying to do his best, but unfortunately, if he would have defended, probably they would have been able to delay this a little bit longer. But there you go. We end up doing and I end up killing the final building. Yeah, that was a good game. That was actually a really good game. Good job to Team 1. I think they could have won this. There were some critical times late game when they just were indecisive. They delayed a little bit too long in PvP when they could have just done some more pushing, and didn't capitalize on the initial momentum comeback that they made in that late game burst, and so we were able to come back. So either way, though, good game. A good experience for them as well, and for us. So it'll be more interesting as well in the future when we do these kind of things to see how it turns out. Definitely a very good team. So good game. Hope you enjoyed.